Njoku. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Vikings and the 49ers, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded right at the goal line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
First play's a run with Nwangu. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On fourth down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. You look at this Niner defense.
Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Tyquan Thornton.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
He was taken down by Grant Delpit
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's caught. Beckham. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll go right back to Nwangu. There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
49ers nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 24-yard line.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Joseph now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle to Beckham. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On play action, Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. Brian Asamoah drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. Fights loose. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On the give is Nwangu. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we pass the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. That is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now Lawrence. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19.